I just had what was probably the best meal I've ever had. And it wasn't just that the food was good. There was something else. And I think it's just that I allowed myself to enjoy it more than I've enjoyed a meal in a long time. And the meal was beautiful. The meal was way better than I thought it was going to be. I ordered this meal that, sounded pretty normal. I asked the waiter, "Is it good?" And he said, "Yeah, it's good." I was like, okay. I believe him, but I didn't expect it to be spectacular. I thought it would be fine. And it was brought out, and the presentation of it was absolutely gorgeous. And I just enjoyed eating it so much. It was amazing. But there was just also something about, I just allowed myself to enjoy it. And it kind of helped me realize, just how much more there is available as far as enjoyment of life. And it's exciting because it means that I'm going to make huge progress in my enjoyment of life, which has already gotten a lot better. It used to be horrible, and now it's good, but it's going to get way better, and I'm excited about that. That's amazing. So, and then also just I guess what was absent was judgment of myself for eating food and enjoying food. I like food. I like to eat. And for a long time, I've had judgment about myself for that. Going back to my wrestling days in high school when I started cutting weight and all that kind of stuff. And I remember it was I was cutting weight, and we were at lunch, and I ate a full lunch, and it was nutritious food, but I ate till I was full, and my coach came up to me. He said, "Max, you can't," and it was a day or two before the match. He's like, "Max, you can't eat like this." I said, "But the food is healthy." He said, "That's not the point. It's the weight of the food. When you're this close to match time, to weighing in, it's the weight of the food that matters." And that was a before and after moment for me. And from that moment on, I had guilt around food. And I'm not saying this to blame my coach or blame wrestling or anything like that. I'm just saying this is what it was. And that was, I was 16. So for the last, 35 years, I've had guilt around food. Before that, I never had guilt around. In my whole life, I love to eat. So yeah, and I think I kind of broke through to another level, or broke back to another level, removed another level of trauma from myself today, because I just enjoyed that. I probably enjoyed that meal the most that I've enjoyed since that day 35 years ago, when before I had food guilt. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing. And it's and I didn't even realize until today how much of that I was still carrying with me, because I've let a lot of it go. But another layer came off today, and that was cool. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I've been just like really focusing on how I talk to myself, and I've been changing how I talk to myself and just being much more positive and like intentionally, and it's awesome. It's amazing. Just in the last days, I've seen huge breakthroughs, so it's really exciting. And yeah, this is just another breakthrough on a long list of breakthroughs. So onward and upward, and you know, amen. Here's to more eating and enjoying it and having fun.